everybody. I am so excited to be here today, and I have a special guest for all of you, and I really hope that you can't hear my dogs like pitter-pattering in the back, because all of a sudden they decided, now's the time to play. Good times. In any case, we have our special guest today, and that special guest is Emma Slate, who is one of my absolute besties. Thanks for coming on, Emma.
Thanks for having me. So glad to be here. Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, we're so excited. So Emma is joining us by phone call. So she's going to be, you're going to see her little picture like right up here. She'll be joining us that way. But we're super excited to be here. Emma, do you want to do like a little introduction of yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Emma Slate. I write dark romantic suspense and urban fantasy.
With lots of twists.
Lots of twists, right.
And hot guys.
And stupid hot guys.
One of which is Scottish.
Yeah.
If that says it all.
Love that bro. Who doesn't love Jamie Fraser-esque type of guys?
I know, right? And so, although I have only seen season 1 of Outlander.
Oh my god, that wedding. Have you seen the wedding episode?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I watched that with my mother, and like I didn't even care. Like, because it was like my second time watching it, but I was like, oh my god. Oh, this is so good.
This is an awkward moment. Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, she reads my romances. She knows what's up. It's fine.
Okay, my mom skips the sexy times in my books. They don't exist.
I wish my mom skipped the sexy times in my book, but no, alas, she does not.
She does not. All right, y'all. Well, we're back with another Author's Confessionals, and this time, like I said, we have Emma on, and I'm so excited to put her in the hot seat, make her answer all the questions, which I've got right here for all of us. All the questions. Are you ready to begin?
Let's do it. I love the hot seat.
Countdown is on. No pressure. A little bit of pressure.
Not
that much, though. Okay. You recently moved to Colorado from New York City, and you kind of like went through in detail the travels through your author newsletter, but I want to know something. What is the funniest or / like weirdest thing to happen to you while you're traveling with your hubby?
Funniest or weirdest? Yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. So at the beginning of our trip, we were camping in the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and it was really windy, and so we were setting up a ground tent, and we had a fire going, and we're setting up the tent, and I look over, and I gasp, and my husband thinks, shit, my wife just saw a bear, and we're about to die.
Yeah, because no bears.
Not a bear. It was not a bear, but like I said, the wind had picked up and had knocked a camp chair into the fire, along with his long underwear. So we rush over there, we pull the chair out. It's just legs at this point. It got it all. And the long johns we sacrificed to the fire gods. And luckily my coat, which was on the back of the chair, decided to blow off and not get attacked.
That's an odd thing. Like your coat survived, but your husband's long johns didn't survive.
One pair. I mean, he had 2 pairs because he's always prepared. He's like a Boy Scout. He's always prepared. So he had another pair, thank goodness. But we sacrificed those things.
He was like one down. Did the chair survive? I mean, like it was singed, but like could y'all use it after?
No, it was like milk crate city all the way. Like 1 camp chair, 1 milk crate, and it was like by the end of the night, it's like, oh my god, you really need that camp chair. My back hurts.
And just so everyone knows, how long did it take y'all to go from New York City to Colorado? Like y'all obviously stopped and like saw things. So how long were y'all with just 1 chair, 1 long john, and 1 milk crate?
Only after we got out. So it took us like 5 days to get out to Colorado. Because we wanted to like find a place to rent before we went on our road trip. Mm-hmm. And the road trip ended up being like 2 months long. But so we were in the Grand Canyon forest, and then like 2 days after that fire incident, we left and I think went to a Walmart and immediately got another chair.
Walmart saves the day.
Oh my god, we kept that place in business. I swear to God, we lived in Walmart. We lived in Walmart.
You're like, you don't even know, but we're the ones that fund you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good times. All right, next question. You write super twisty, like crap, this is happening romances. Have you ever thought to yourself, oh my god, this is so good, my readers are going to lose their minds when they get to this point in the story, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of that meltdown? And you have to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I also, I'm going to say it. I'm the queen of cliffhangers. I love them. I love writing them, and I make no apologies. I think it's fantastic. So a lot of the times my, oh my God, oh my, holy crap moments are at the end of a book where I'm like, I didn't even see that coming. That's great.
And you're like, this is like the magical moment where like everyone is just like, wait, what? What? That just happened?
What just happened? And I'm like, exactly.
Those are my favorite. I know that some people don't like cliffhangers. I actually really love cliffhangers, but it's because I feel like it reminds me of like TV series, how usually like very good. No, I don't say very good because they're obviously like tropes and like methodologies behind like comedies versus etc. But one thing I love, like say Game of Thrones, is the fact that it's cliffhangers galore, and I'm stuck on the edge of my seat, and I'm like, I need it to be next week already.
And that's the thing is, I think if you write a cliffhanger, and it's obviously a cliffhanger, not just, I wrote 2 books, I'm just going to divide it down the middle, you know, for the sake of, like, 2 books, but it's, like, a legit cliffhanger, then release the next book pretty fast. People can't be too mad.
I'm, like, worth it every time. And so, okay.
Because the payoff is so good.
It's so good.
So good.
I love them. All right. What is your favorite thing that you must have during one of your writing sessions? Like, what can you not live without?
Good writing music. I only listen to instrumental soundtracks because with words I start typing the lyrics and it's bad.
Yeah, you just have to keep going with it.
I do. My favorite soundtrack is The Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings as a soundtrack to write to. Also Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes, Game of Thrones.
And King Arthur is also really good. The I think it's like 2005 version with Keira Knightley and Clive Owen. It's really good. I also love that movie. But because I'm a nerd.
I think I tried to watch it and I was like,
Yeah, I can't say it's like fantastic, but like I love it anyway. Like I've watched it. I own it. I've watched it too many times.
I'm going to watch it. I need to watch it.
We're going to pretend I just didn't say that. It's okay. It's like when I say that I like Pride and Prejudice, but I like the Keira Knightley version. And
I love the Keira Knightley version.
Everyone's like, who are you? Like, I'm like Inhuman. I'm like, I just like it. I like that one. I don't know what to tell you.
Chemistry. I like it.
They do have really good chemistry. It's so good. Okay. Speaking of chemistry and chemistry breaking, if the choice came down between you jumping out of a plane and you making your husband jump out of a plane, who's going? And you do a parachute, but you can't go with anybody. Like you're flying.
I'm not strapped to a guide.
No, you're flying solo.
Like bury my head against his strong, manly chest and be like, "Save me from this plane that we're jumping out of."
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Okay. Well,
it's just you.
It's just me and my feelings. So I'm not an adrenaline junkie, and neither is my husband. But I think I would take one for the team. Because at some point, I think an assassin of a character assassin of mine is going to jump out of a plane at some point, and I'm going to need the research.
That's valid. I'd make Mr. Lewis jump out of a plane. I don't know if he can hear me right now, but he's in the other room. But I would totally make him jump out of a plane.
Fair.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't have the cojones. I just don't have. That went to my brother, who does jump out of the planes for work sometimes. Well, he used to, not anymore. Okay. Are you ready for our last one?
Last question.
Last question. What TV show is your guilty pleasure?
Anything related to the Bachelor franchise, pretty much.
I love it so much.
I mean, not so much The Bachelorette, because let's be realistic, I don't know what it is, but women judging a bunch of men is just not the same.
No.
And I know I'm like contributing to the demise of society. Kind of don't care.
No, it's okay, because Chris Harrison has been there for us for like 20 years.
Oh my God, it's like longer than most Hollywood marriages. Well, longer than like 80% of Hollywood marriages. Our relationship with Chris Harrison has lasted a long, long time.
Oh yeah, and I was also going to say that his relationship with The Bachelor has lasted a lot longer than most of the relationships that has come out of that show.
Absolutely. And I mean, who does not love drinking a glass of wine and heckling? Heckling your television, which I do frequently.
It's so good. This is why I watch Bravo too much.
Only time that my husband will watch that show with me is when the girls are getting out of the limo and he can judge with me. I mean, that's what keeps our marriage together, pretty much.
This is why we're united.
We're judgmental and horrible human beings. This is why we are together.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Lewis, he only likes to watch Bachelor in Paradise, the Winter Olympic ones, or like any of like the spin-offs. Like he doesn't like to watch the main series. He just wants to watch the meltdown exist on the offshoots.
The train wrecks on others, the spin-offs. And that's legit too. I'm all about that as well.
Yeah, so good. So good. All right, Emma, I have one last question for you. It is not to do with one of our author confessionals. However, if a reader was going to pick one of your books up, which one should they start with?
You should definitely start with Sin's book 1. With
Since the Rex.
Hot Flynn Campbell. We all love him.
Scottish, yeah.
Scottish mafia stuff. Really fun, really, just a lot of twists and turns, a lot of good romantic suspense, a lot of good tension, a lot of good sexual tension, if I do say so myself.
I love the book, so I have to agree.
Can I tell your readers about the thing?
Yes, you can tell them. Okay, this is kind of top
so
secret.
I'm writing a spin-off series from the Sins of the Rex series called the Ember series, which is a standalone series. Anyway, my books take place in Boston. The series takes place in Boston. And we all know that Maria Lewis just wrote a really sexy Marshall, God, that guy, Marshall. And his Lady Love Gwen. We also love because she's so good. Anyway, I had this brilliant idea, and I asked her if Gwen was allowed to make a cameo in my new series.
And I said yes.
She does. So Gwen makes an appearance in book 2 of this spin-off series.
Yeah, and I did read it because Emma was like, "Can you please read this to make sure I do justice to Gwen?" And I was like, "Absolutely." But I did. She did say, she's like, when I give this to you though, you're gonna have like major spoiler for the series, so you have to be okay with that. And I was like, I can take one for the team.
For the integrity of Gwen, we must spoil the plot.
Exactly. But Emma does a really good job bringing Gwen into it, and it's so much fun that she was just like, because her series takes place in Boston, and obviously the Blades are in Boston, so she was like, can I use Gwen? And I was like, absolutely. So Gwen makes an appearance, and it's super, super fun.
The timing worked. The timing all worked, which is fun.
In that series, that series comes out at the end of April. Do you have a date?
I don't. No date. Whenever I feel like it, good people.
You're living life on the edge.
Yes.
That's the way I like it.
The Amazon edge, that's true.
The Amazon edge. All right, thank you so much for coming on, Emma, for today's episode of Author Confessionals. And you were also the first person to come on, so that's super exciting.
Thanks. Yay. Thank you so much for having me.
I had so much fun. All right, everybody, thank you all so much for joining. Keep scrolling if you want to read the rest of what's in the newsletter, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.